know any of those parents whose kids never do anything wrong? You know the type, the one that it doesn't matter if their kids are, 2-year-old Timmy and he beats up on everybody on the playground, or if it's 5-year-old Susie and she pulls people's hair. When you ask mom and dad, they are perfect little angels. They are perfect little angels. In fact, later when they're in maybe elementary or middle school, these are the kids that the parents come to the parent-teacher meeting and berate the teacher for allowing their kids to behave like this. It can't be their kid, and it can't be the parenting. No, not at all. Welcome to Leading Leaders Podcast. 5-minute videos, 5 days a week. Everything is going to be awesome, and the professors are going to teach them greatly, and they're going to learn so much. It will be incredible. And of course, they would never dabble in drugs, and they would never, dabble with staying out all night or picking up a different date every hour and a half or every week or whatever. They're going to have solid relationships, and they're going to be surrounded by good people, and they're always going to go to class, always on time, and they're always going to be studious because that's the way we raise them. And the challenge from the parenting role sometimes is that we forget these young people they're humans. They're humans, which means they kind of do their own thing the way they want to, when they want to, and they're always going to test the limit. They're always going to stretch the limit to try to get away with as much as they possibly can because, that's what humans do. Now, there are a few who don't do that. They tend to get on the straight and narrow, and they stay there, but those obviously are the exception. See, here's my real challenge, though. When we as leaders take that same rose-colored glasses mentality, that same kind of Pollyanna worldview into the workplace or into the place where we lead, and we begin to presume that the leadership that we're offering helps everyone stay on the straight and narrow, that our ability to guide them, to lead them, to take them to the next level is so pristine that's why we never see any issues in our team. And our superstar employee or employees, or maybe even our superstar little group, those people are just stellar people. You never hear complaints out of them. They never come to you and say, this is what's going wrong in our team. No, you never hear that. Everything is always clicking on all cylinders. Every report looks like it's over the top. Every progress report is perfect. And then all of a sudden, it seems like the wheels come off. I mean, we're not just talking about having a bad day. We're talking about reaching a place where nothing is working right. Absolutely nothing is working right. And the challenge that we have is trying to figure out where to assign the problem. Who do we blame for this problem if we've always had this Pollyanna worldview or these rose-colored glasses, and we're looking at our team thinking, how did that go wrong? I mean, how could it have possibly gone wrong with all the good reports and all these great employees and everything's been great for so long? How all of a sudden are we so far behind on our sales goals? How are we so far behind on our objectives, so far off of our vision, and so far over budget? How did that happen? Like instantly we woke up and the world was coming apart. And the truth is, we probably have brought that parental delusion that our kids are perfect, it's the rest of the world that's messed up, into our leadership style. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe in John Maxwell's philosophy that we should always see people as a 10. Don't project on them the bad things that they haven't done yet. Project on them the best. I also believe that Dale Carnegie, who said, give a man a fine reputation to live up to, and he will, that holds a lot of value as well. Trust me, we've had kids around our life, all of our kids' life, that are not our children. We kind of help raise them. I mean, we tell them when they're wrong. We tell them when they need to correct their behavior. But they often come here with this attempt to put rose-colored glasses on us. They want us to see them with perfect language and perfect behavior. And then they're always polite and Mr. and Mrs. and yes and no, sir. And everything is, prim and proper, so to speak. But then they step on the back porch to, vape a minute, and they get on the phone with their boyfriend or girlfriend, and it's just a string of violent profanities, and you're trying to rip somebody's head off with your language. And I don't live with rose-colored glasses or Pollyanna glasses, so I know that the real you is the one hiding on the back porch, not the one who's coming through here with all the facade of being a great, polite, lovable child. And we've got to reach that place in our leadership where we look at our team and yes, we speak positive to them. Yes, we see them as a 10. Yes, we believe in the very best in them to come out in their work, to come out in their relationships. But we also know that they're human and we're human. And we don't want to live our life with rose-colored glasses that gives them credit for things they haven't done until the wheels come off. Because not holding people accountable, well, that's how the wheels come off. So as a leader and as a parent, don't live with rose-colored glasses. Don't live in a Pollyanna world. Understand that, well, you're dealing with humans, and they are going to make mistakes. The real question is, will you see their mistakes and help correct them? Will they own up to them in accountability? Or will you just sweep it under the rug and convince yourself and everyone else that not my team, not my kids, they would never do wrong? That, I believe, is a failure in leadership. I call it the parental delusion. It's my own word. I don't know what else other people would call it. But don't let the parental delusion overtake your leadership. I'm J Loren Norris with Leading Leaders Podcast for Tell It Like It Is TV. Have a blessed day. Subscribe now for our extensive video library of leadership lessons promoting faith, family, and freedom.